What is up, guys? Welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Welcome to Dagger and DPK, Deadpool Kyle. We talk a lot about mods and stuff like that, and we're going to be doing that today. First of all, I wanted to show you guys, I did unlock General Skywalker. Very, very tricky, but I got her done. And I will be doing some videos on him in certain lineups as well. He's he doesn't work with the 501st lineup right now, okay? That's frustrating, but with the Padme lineup, I'll be doing some videos on that. But we're going to talk about mods today because mods are an aspect of the game that separate the good players from the great players. And both the two that are with me today, they study mods. They know mods. In one of our chats, we have a guy that's a real mod expert, and I used to do the videos on how to mod certain characters. That's not the way the game works anymore. Now it's how to mod certain teams, and it works that way because of Grand Arena Championships, stuff like that, and it makes it much more interesting and fun as well. So we're going to talk about speed mods today, and we're going to get very in-depth on what to look for when you farm them, what to slice, and stuff like that. But first, Dagger, DPK, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
Good deal. Okay, so I am actually going to get a few... we're going to start this basically like you're somebody coming right into the game. I'm going to purchase a few... mod energies, and yes, I purchased them for 100. I usually do 6 refreshes a day on mod energies. I do the 350s and the 3100s. I actually saved the 3100 ones for the purposes of this video here. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to farm a few speed mods here, just like you would on your normal day. And trust me, sometimes, guys, I hope I get lucky and get certain mods that actually have some speed secondaries. If not, we'll look at some of the gray mods that we will be... Slicing gray mods is extremely important because you're going to get tons of drops like these, where it didn't always used to be this way, it seems to me. I used to get much better mods and drops. As you can see, I didn't get a single speed mod with the speed secondary there.
Yeah, so one of the things I always kind of look for when I'm slicing speed mods is I'm looking at thresholds. And I mean, the DSR bot measures these thresholds, but that's not necessarily the reason why I'm looking at these thresholds. So when you're looking at the top end of your mods, or when you're newer to the game, you should be looking to get at least plus 10, because that's going to be useful. When you're putting speed on a character, you usually want to put plus 100 or more speed. So when you're trying to put a plus 100 speed on a character, you look at the speed set that's between 14 and 17 from the speed secondary, plus 30% speed from your arrow. So you're already up to we'll just say 45 speed. And then if you have 3 more speed mods with plus 10 secondary, you're already up to 75. Right? So plus 10s will get you 200 sets, right? So that'll get you to where you kind of want to be early in the game when you're trying to get your A and B teams fast enough. You can also then consolidate your fastest mods on your higher tunes. But when you start getting more towards the end game, one of the thresholds I kind of look for is plus 15, because that's how you start getting plus 130s, right? And that's kind of what I'm looking for. I have a bunch of plus 100 sets, and now I just want I want my Stark to be 290. I want my Night Sister Spirit to be over 300 after the bonus. This is the kind of stuff I'm looking for on my mods. So I'm actually looking for plus 15s now. So what I kind of look for in mods is if a green mod has 4 speed, if it rolls twice on speed, the minimum it'll roll is 10. And that's kind of why I say I don't really roll green 3s. And the same is true for blue 6s. If it rolls twice, it won't. And it rolls again, it could only be a 9. So I try and stay away from things that roll 3, because it gives you a poor base to start from. So I tend to go with a green 4, a blue 7. Those are even sketchy. I'd want a blue 8, and then a purple 11 or 12 is minimum. I actually am not rolling. I took all my speed mods to purple or better, and I'm not going to roll any of the purple 11s. Or slice any of the purple 11s. At least not yet. I might do it at some point if I find all the secondaries I want. And that kind of goes into talking about things like C3PO and some of these characters, where I could actually speed up my C3PO by 5 speed, but I'd have to add offense to him. And so instead of adding offense to him, which I can use elsewhere, I just keep him a little slower, because that's just, for me at least, way better to make sure all of his secondaries are useful, even though I can make him a little faster. And that's important to look at too. So when you're modding your Stark, you want to put offense. We'll get more into this when we start modding factions, but you want to put offense secondaries on your speed sets for your Stark, and you want potency on first order officer because his AI is stupid and leads with pinning shot. So there's a lot of those different things in the secondaries we'll talk more about when we start modding factions, but you generally just want to try and look for +10s early, and then in the mid to late game +15s, and don't focus on +20s and don't get frustrated because it'll happen over time, and it's just a volume game. Also, it's smart to do minimum 3 refreshes almost no matter where you are in the game, because you gain roughly 180 crystals a day even if you don't place well in either arena, which means you can do 50 to 100 crystals into mods and still get your 600 using 150 energy refresh. So that's definitely something I would look into, because your mods are your roster, and your characters are just the things you equip your roster to. If your mods are good, you will survive way more metas than if you just buy the next character. I don't roll. I always assume the minimum roll, and I'm always looking for mods to. When I'm rolling mods, I'm looking for mods to replace mods that are already on characters to upgrade. And right now, I'm not looking for anything under 10. So if you have 3 as a green, that means you have to roll 3 times to get 12, if you assume it's a 3-speed roll.
Yes.
So that means you'd have to take it all the way to gold, which is a lot of resources, just to get a +10. And I'm not saying every mod's going to be like that. You might get lucky and roll like 6, 6, and then like a 5. Like, whatever, the world's crazy.
Yes.
But I don't want to take the chances on that, because like if it doesn't roll speed that next time, I'm just gonna trash it.
Yes. So that point is extremely important, guys, when we're managing our resources for mods. With the green mod, if you have a speed of 3 or below, you're not going to slice that. It's a waste of resources because you assume the minimum.
That's not necessarily true. If you're like 1.5 million slice of green, if you're like 1.5 to like 2 million or somewhere in there, and you have a speed mod with a speed secondary, just slice it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about galactic power in general.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about if you're like a new-ish player, like still in the early to mid game.
Oh, okay, absolutely.
And you're still looking for depth. If you're still looking for depth, absolutely slice that mod. But
okay, that's a great point. Yeah.
I'm 4.4. I think. DPK, what are you?
4.1 something.
And Thunder.
And I'm around 4.8.
Yeah. So, like, I have over 300 +10s. I don't need more +10s. I need more +15s. So the number I'm always shooting for is +15.
And that's a very important aspect for those of you that are going to watch this video that are newer players and stuff like that. Depth is extremely important. You just want mods that have speed, and the secondary is the way it is. But as you progress and climb in the game, you need to start choosing mods. You got to be more picky, because you're not going to be able to compete against other 5 million galactic power people if you have +8 speed mods on your characters when they have +15 to +10. So, okay, with this green mod right here, I got lucky. It has a speed of 8, so I'm going to slice it. Okay, we're going to take this, slice it to the next level. The speed rolled again. It went to it gave me +3, okay? So it is now it's a blue mod with 11 speed. So if we're following your thought process there, Dagger, we would roll this mod again, correct?
Yeah, I'd slice that to purple.
Yes, he'd slice this to purple. We got above 10. Wouldn't this be amazing if I get another really good roll here? This would be perfect, not only for me, but for the aspects of the video. Okay, we're going to slice again.
For the purpose of this video, I was kind of hoping you just wouldn't slice speed, just to show people how you just never get speed.
Okay, that's actually a good point. That always, guys, it's so hard to slice speed. I ended up not being able to get a slice there, a speed slice there. I got a health slice. I'm still at 11 speed.
What a health flat? Hold on, flat or percent?
No, percentage.
Then what are the other two on that?
Tenacity, 1.35%, defense of 7, speed of 11, and a health of 1.9%.
I'd probably roll that to gold. Health percent is enough for me to want to roll it, because with Gear 13, the percents got way better. The flat defense is like kind of annoying. I sell every single speed mod that has 2 defenses. Defense secondary.
I'm actually gonna do this, guys. I'm sorry.
I
just used some of the crystals I had to get
out of my roster.
Yeah, yeah. His advice was, because we were looking at the other secondaries, and again, guys, when we do videos on tenacity, offense, crit damage, secondaries they're even more important than they are with speed here, because with speed, you're putting speed mods on a character because you want them to be extremely fast. You want them to go first, okay? All the other stuff is bonus. Now, if we're going to get into the in-depth aspect of the bonus, Dagger brought up a good point. With health percentages being so amazing in getting a boost at gear 13, I have a decent... The tenacity actually isn't bad either, okay? Tenacity is useful, guys. Defense, like you said, nothing. But I'm going to take this to a gold mod, and we're going to see what I get here. Speed increased by 6. I got to 17 speed. Okay?
Nice.
Yeah, so this was actually a very valuable roll.
Sorry, I was saying this is also kind of feeds into what we were talking. What you wanted to talk about. This is like a Bosk mod,
Yeah.
or a Scion mod, because it has defense, tenacity, and health percent. So you actually want to put this on a toon who has more defensive capabilities than offensive capabilities, because when you're looking to put high speed mods on your characters, there are multiple categories that you put them on. You put them on support characters that you just want to go first, that can have like a defense cross, and who cares as long as that speed. You know, your first order officers, your Colonel Starks. Right. There are some characters that just need to go first no matter what. And then there are other characters where my go-to is like CLS, where I'll sacrifice speed on CLS to have a crit damage triangle and an offense cross.
Yes,
right?
and yes, absolutely.
So it really just kind of depends on what the secondaries are as well. So when you're slicing speed mods, always be mindful of secondaries, because that'll help tell you where to place them.
And that is such a good point, because it's something we're going to touch on a lot in a lot of these mod videos. This is not a mod I'm going to take to 6 dots, guys. Okay, no. I'm going to say, I mean, it's not, the speed isn't in the 20s. Nothing else.
I'd think
listen,
about it.
I would think about it, but there's a lot of other mods right now that I have that I'm ready to slice before this one. But it's definitely something down the line that you could think about.
What is it?
It's a speed mod.
No, but like
square.
What primary?
Offense.
Primary
offense.
I would probably slice that to 6E. Not now, but I mean,
no. But yes, it's a mod you can choose to do that, and that's going to be a whole separate video on choosing good mods to take to 6E. So what they brought up earlier was a great point, guys. Where are you going to put this mod? Okay, well, let's think about defensive-minded characters, because it had defensive secondary stats. It had tenacity, the small amount of defense, and the health. In a perfect example, there's two perfect, they gave the perfect examples, but I'm just going to show you why it fits in so well with those guys. My Bosk is not modded well. C-3PO, yes. If we look at Bosk here, who you want to go fast, and again, guys, I have a lot of mods flipped around on different characters right now. This is the mods I have on Scion are not the mods you should have on them. I was flipping so many mods around for the purposes of the event, where now I will look for, here's the mod that I had. You want Scion to be able to go fast, and you want him to be able to take hits. So this speed mod would fit perfectly into that, because it has all of the tenacity, defense, speed, and health. So that fits in there perfect right there. That's to be mindful of where you're going to be putting the mod onto certain characters because of secondary stats. But especially as a newer player in the game, you are strictly looking right now just to get speed in the secondaries and get some depth in your mods. And that's really what it comes down to.
And the reason that mod is so good for like someone like a Bosk or a Scion is because those tanks also want offense. Right?
Yes.
They need everything on them.
Yes.
Obviously, they're like, for example, if it was a tenacity cross, it would probably be even better for like a Bosk. But like, there's always nuance with mods. But basically, keep anything that has 17 speed, man.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer right there, guys. It had 17 speed. You're keeping it.
Yeah.
So that was kind of what we're looking at there, guys, and that was just one speed mod, one example. Thank you, both DPK and Dagger. This is a great video. I cannot wait to make more of these. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the subscribe button, like the video, click the notification bell so you can be alerted to all videos that I post. Also, I'm leaving a link to my Discord server, Patreon page, and Twitter page in the description below. Check all of those out, and leave comments in the comment section as well. Otherwise, peace out, and may the Force be with you.